Hey everybody, it is Dr. Steve. Welcome back to another episode of Core Wellness TV. Today we're going to go to the 3 Pillars edition, Mindset, Movement, and Nutrition. And today I am in a hot and steamy June day here in the Walnut Grove at Perrin Park. And I had just a 2-hour break between patients in the morning and patients in the afternoon. And it's been a while since I've made a video because it's been kind of crazy. It's just been swamped with people needing this type of work. And I want to just share a few case studies with you that show you how the proper mindset, the proper movement patterns, and the proper nutrition patterns can make a world of difference. First, woman comes in, we'll call her Jane Doe, right, for easiness sakes. Jane comes in, or we'll call her Jane. Jane comes in and she is a wreck. She comes in crying the first day. She is overwhelmed. She has a child with psychological issues. She has just a busy life, and she's like Mr. Supermom, right, and taking care of, and she is a self-proclaimed wreck. I'm a wreck. And she kept saying that over and over and over again. Now, this is the first thing we worked on. Before we can go anywhere, Jane, we have to understand one thing, that what you tell your brain will attract into your life. So if you keep saying that you're a wreck, and you believe that you're a wreck, your brain will do everything to find circumstances in the universe to make sure that you remain a wreck. And I said, until we change that, we're not going to get anywhere. We have to have that base. We have to have the brain on board. Because without the brain on board, knowing that it can change, knowing that it can make positive change, positive shifts in activities and behaviors, you have to have the perception that things can change and you can be in control and you do not have to be a wreck. I am in a process I'm here on it, and I am in the process of making positive change. Just simple things like that. We start dripping these informations into her brain, right? These belief changes. I am in the process of making positive change. And just that one thing there was an amazing shift. Guess what she started doing? She started saying no to the people on I think it was a softball team that usually she would jump in and organize the whole party. She said, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. That's a magic word for a lot of people. It's no, right? So that's the first step. And without that base of support, she can't go forward. Next comes in, of course, all this stress. She has back pain and is in pain all the time. So you think that leads to stress and feelings of being down? Of course. So we said, okay, let's look at some simple things that we can do for your back, right? And so I had her do one of the very basic exercises that I show everybody how to do, and it's the simple cat, camel, quadruped exercise, and I'll demonstrate it here for you. I think the camera will get it. I'll do it from behind so you can see what she looked like. See how much I had to shift? She had no center, no core stability, no hip stability. So guess what we started doing? I said, hey, let's go back to neurodevelopment and let's get on our hands and knees and let's crawl, okay? Let's just get like this and crawl. Hands and knees, bear crawl, back and forth. And you know, this was very, very difficult for her to do. This very simple act of crawling like an animal, because she kind of was very uncoordinated and it just didn't look good until I said, okay, let's take your tail, stick it out, and let's go very slowly, one step at a time. And I had to walk her through how to crawl again. And then I had her repeat this. And she was able to bring on that stability she had, because her brain remembered that. She knew her brain remembered that she used to do that when she was a baby, when she was first developing her core stability. She crawled like that. We all did, or most of us did, if we didn't have some kind of a neurological problem or something else traumatic in childhood. We all crawled like that. And so it rebooted her nervous system for the proper stability patterns. Okay? And now we've got her crawling and doing all kinds of fun stuff like that. And now back pain is, all the stress doesn't leave just like that, right? So she has occasional little flare-ups, but in the most part, she is feeling fantastic, right? Her back pain is not a big part of her life now, right? And we're continuing to get rid of that. Now, the other part, lots of hormone imbalances, endometriosis, lots of struggles with hormone balance through her life. And one of the things, usually what comes along with that for a lot of women is irritable bowels, like either constipation, diarrhea, and she always had that, right? She tended to a constipation she wouldn't go for a few days, and then she would have a whole day of blowout diarrhea, right? That kind of scenario. And so I'm thinking, okay, so if she's got, and she did horrible when they tried to, she had a hysterectomy, and she did horrible when they tried to give her the synthetic estrogens, the estradiols and these very toxic estrogens, right? These things that are non-human and potentially carcinogenic and potentially making cells replicate over and over and over again. That's what synthetic estrogen does. So she started taking this, and she didn't react to that very well at all, broke out with horrible rashes, so she quit taking that. So all this being said, she's got these hormone imbalances, and these gut issues. And one is not separate from the other. You have to have a functional bowel system in order to have good hormone balance. Because whenever you take your estrogen and your body uses it and processes it and it packages it up to get sent out through the bowel, it gets conjugated, right? It gets sent out through the bowel. And if you're not pushing it out, guess what happens in the large intestine? It just gets recirculated over and over and over again. So this is one of the key things I want you to focus on for nutrition today, is you have to have good bowel function. I know I've talked about that before, and some of the very simple things that we did with her, right? We gave her some probiotics. Boom. Right? I use Ultraflora Balance. There's all kinds of good products out there. I use Ultraflora Balance and Metagenics as my first line of defense. What else did I give her? I gave her Endofin, which is a product, again, from Metagenics that takes, it has prebiotics and the stuff that feeds the bacteria and stuff that helps kill bacteria, and it does everything but replace enzymes. The 4R, there's a remove, replace, reinoculate, and repair. The remove is removing the pathogens, from the gut. So there's some stuff in there that helps get rid of pathogens. The replace, it does not do because it doesn't contain enzymes, but it does the remove, replace, reinoculate or repopulate. Right? These are the helping. So it's got prebiotics in there that help the good bugs eat this stuff, and it helps them proliferate and take up residence so they can do their thing in the gut. And then the repair process, it also has nutrients in there that helps repair the lining. It helps rebuild it. So those 4 things the Endofin did. So we got that, and Endofin, and I gave her a little shake to put it in because she wasn't eating very much and wasn't eating very well. So I gave her a little powdered supplement, an ultrameal rice-based ultrameal that's got tons of nutrients in it. So she used that as her delivery mechanism. Those are Endofin in there. Takes her probiotics twice a day. Real simple thing. She takes it in the morning for lunch and maybe mid-afternoon snack, or she replaces her lunch with it. Within 3 to 4 days, bowel movement every single day. Well-formed bowel movement every single day, and has been doing that. I've checked with her. It's been 2 weeks. Bowel movement, well-formed every single day. Been years that she's been able. And now that she's got her gut functioning well, now we can say, okay, you're not menopausal age yet. You still need good hormones. So now we make the referral to a naturally minded integrative doc who does bioidentical hormone replacement, because you need that proper level of progesterone and estrogen right now in your life. Okay, so but to send her right off and get a prescription synthetic estrogen, that was not the thing for her. She needed to have base physiology. She needed her mindset shifted. She needed her movement. She needed to get out of pain, and she needed to restore her gut. And if now she's got a very strong foundation, and this woman is completely flipped. Her life has changed. Positive outlook. She was in with her daughter the other day, and by the way, her daughter is suffering from the same kind of stuff she was. Right? This is interesting too, because she's 14. She's 14 years old. Horrible periods, right? Horrible, heavy bleeding, all that kind of stuff. And guess what? Her guts are wrecked too, right? She'll go constipation, diarrhea. She had bad pneumonia when she was like 2 years old. Almost died in the hospital. IV antibiotics. So she's been on tons and tons of antibiotics. Guess what? Her gut is just basically non-existent with good bugs. So we're gonna get into her and start doing the same thing we did for her mom, and I guarantee we're going to see some positive shifts in her female hormones, just because she was already prescribed the birth. She was prescribed the pill at 14 years old. Why? Not so she doesn't get pregnant, but because she has symptoms. This is not the reason. The answer is not a prescription estrogen pill. The answer is, let's look at physiology. Let's get this stuff functioning right so your body can do what it's supposed to do, and that is naturally heal and naturally be 100% just blowing up with positivity and just experiencing life. You don't need to deal with all this stuff, okay? All right, that's enough off my chest for the day. Hey, if you guys enjoy this kind of information and you want to get some, and just really get into it, get the same kind of treatment and information I give to my clients at my office, then I do have all of this stuff online at the Core Wellness Institute, and for less than spending an hour with me, you can have hours and hours and hours of my specific training. Plus, it includes a trial period of time where you have direct access to me to ask me any question you want, and actually jump on Skype a couple of times a month for 10-minute little power speed coachings, and you can access me through the email or through the blog comments within the course. So if you'd like some individual help and you like all this stuff that I'm talking about, CoreWellnessInstitute.com is where the course is, and Reverse CPS Now is where the information is on enrollment. Reverse CPS Now. So thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you inside the course, and just get some help somewhere. Find someone who looks at things holistically and organically and physiologically, and get the help you need. Do not just settle for the pill. Don't settle for a pill that patches a problem. Get to the core. Get to your core, right? All right, that's it. We'll see you later next time. If you have any comments about this, please post them down below. And if you're watching on YouTube, please go to the blog at gettoyourcore.com, because that's where all the interaction takes place. And that's it for the last time. That's it. We'll see you later. From Parent Park, from the beautiful walnut trees, we all thank you. Bye-bye.